Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, and today we're gonna try to focus on our first power plant. I think I started hating those intros, focusing on this, focusing on that. I need something better. Not because of popularity, because of I don't like it. Okay, so a couple of things. What we're gonna need regarding the power plant. Regarding the power plant, we're gonna need first workers, which can be supplied from here. Second, the coal storage. Coal storage might be something that could be problematic for us. We do have... Oh, yes, here we go. This is the one I was looking for. So we can easily connect this coal storage to a power plant, and this looks like it's in a perfect location for us to start on this. This is aching for a power connection. We still don't have the railroads finished. Look at this one. Is this even... Okay, let's say that they are working here. Let me just check something out here. How are our industries doing over here? First of all, we have this coal thing happening here. What is this? This is just a random truck. We have a couple of dumpers here. I totally 100% forgot what I wanted. You guys gave me an amazing suggestion. Several of them, actually. First, this is a really good one. So in order to resolve, I think the second road here doesn't work at all. We can just remove it. Test done, failed. One of the suggestions was let's start exporting livestock with trucks. Perfect, like the idea. But I can't connect these two factories to the range, not at this setup. So what's the problem? Problem is that we have the... Let's go for... What was the cargo station, I believe, was the one that I was looking for previously. Maybe it was a storage as well, but let's see. Any of those things, for example, they have access to the... They have access to the... they have industrial connections, a lot of industrial connections, and I like this one a lot. Problem is that I didn't think this through when I was placing the farms over here. So what I will have to probably do is create a range somewhere else. Probably somewhere like this. But the problem with this is that it has to have a storage facility around here. And the range is not that small. Livestock range. Is it called livestock whole range? Okay. So something like this will potentially... it actually looks... it has the same footprint as the cargo station. A little bit bigger. So something like this would be in order, and then I would have to transport livestock animals from here to a bigger storage facility, which is not a problem. I'm perfectly fine with that, but that would be just creating additional infrastructure and then pushing this elsewhere, the livestock. Now, is this a big problem? Is livestock actually a big problem? Should we maybe focus on exporting other things with trains, for example, food and alcohol, which is a little bit further away, and we do have infrastructure in place at least to connect it with here. You can see that alcohol is doing fine. We can have a small train with one cart, one wagon of each. Oh, right, we have this one as well. Huh, pollution. Yeah, you can see that pollution is quite bad over here, and it's probably gonna become worse. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Like, I can again rebuild this. It wouldn't take too long because we have a lot of construction industry around here, and as you can see, we are assigning some other buildings from far away to this construction office, so we are pushing this a little bit. We're pushing this a little bit more. So what I would like to do here is finish this city as soon as possible, and of course railroad would be the most important thing. But I would like to focus on coal over here. We have this distribution office over here. It has a couple of dumper trucks, and you can see that some of them are actually free, not doing anything. And is you dumper truck? No. Is you? No. Actually, we have one dumper truck free. It would be absolutely perfect if we could get those. Oh, right. Look at these guys. Okay, you again go away. These are the livestock trucks, and looks like because of the border issues, we are experiencing again overproduction of livestock, or under export of livestock. We did tackle some of the issues here, but further on, what we can tackle here is the import of fuels. For example, this could be handled better. And the second thing would be we would need fuel storage for this. I would like to build this properly, in a proper way. That means that I would like to have a fuel storage connected to the train loading unloading station, but this is going to cramp our style a little bit. We're going to lose some space around here. So if I decide to have a fuel storage around here connected to this railroad, which is perfectly fine in my book, we will permanently be separating these farms from the railroad, so we're never going to be using those. I don't mind that. I don't know if we should be continuing doing whatever we do now, or should we focus more on the exporting livestock with trains. Let me know what you think about that. Concerning farms, even mods are not going any larger than this, that are somewhat realistic, so I would like to stick probably to vanilla ones until we find something a little bit better. I don't even know if I rotated these farms, if they're gonna be fitting a little bit, well, as previously mentioned, better to this infrastructure that we have running around here. So what I could do, I could build something like this, but again, we might have an issue with the road access to this. This is another potential setup, like this. Then we potentially would have better access to the this is gonna be really a pain in the rear end. No, let me see what you guys think about this setup. I can always, it's not a problem. I can always destroy a couple of fields here, just move all of this industry here. I mean, build new industry better. It's never-ending upgrades anyway, so build a bigger industry, probably with single bigger silo, and then 2 or even 3 livestock ranges here, and then have a train connected to this, and have a train track going all the way here and going to the border crossing. Potentially in the future elsewhere where we can have our own slaughterhouse and work on that. Okay, that being said, that was one of the suggestions from you guys, that we should build the railroad infrastructure going to the livestock range. What do you think about that? Okay, so going back to the coal power plant, let's see. Let's find a good power plant with an extremely low concrete content, and let's work on that. I think that would be absolutely perfect. That would be the best. Low concrete power plants are the way of the future. That's a load of BS, and it was just yanking BC's chain. Let's see what we have here. I want to talk personal stuff as well, about opinion regarding nuclear energy and stuff. I'm like, I already mentioned this before. Is this too big? This is big. This one has, oh, is this the one that has heating as well? I believe so. It could be. It's really dirty. This one is the small one, but doesn't have the... I have to get truck... Oh, actually, why the hell not? How small is it? 5 tons for 500 megawatts. What's this one? 12 tons for... Wow, this is quite efficient compared to this one, at least. 5 tons for 500 megawatts, and how much concrete? Ah, too much concrete. This is something that I can get on board with initially, maybe as a small power plant somewhere around here that can be supplied by distribution office initially. It can power our first trains and maybe something a little bit something. I can connect it to the... Do we have... Here we go. We have an exchanger here that we can connect it to our own network, and we have we have this bad boy here, and we can probably pull it off because we have coal over here, so distribution of coal wouldn't be that complicated, and this would be small power plant to start off with. I will definitely think about this as well. This is quite it's actually quite good. It's actually quite good because it's quite efficient, and we would be saving some... what about this one? This is 360 power plant. I did try this one previously. It produces a little bit less electricity, consumes more coal. Yeah, let's go with this one. I will give it a try. I know it's gonna be pain in the butt to manage it properly. What I mean by that is supply it with coal, but I would like to give it a go. We are a small country. This is a small project. Let's try to implement this one. So let's go and build, let's go directly here. So let's be generous with space. What about the electricity connection? Maybe I should build it around here, because then I will have all this area covered with electricity. So somewhere here. No. I think I'm still gonna have to do... There, let's go like this. So let's go like this, build it here long enough so we have other infrastructure in place. We can start on this. Fine, perfect. You have the vehicle space here. Perfect. Let's go for power transformers. We're gonna go for 4-way medium power transformer over here. This is going to be needed for more than one thing. So I'm gonna assign footpath office over here. So this is... So the plan is, we're gonna construct a power plant. It's a small one, 500 megawatt. I don't even know. I don't remember. That's like few. I think I'm gonna leave it to professionals to calculate this because I'm gonna get lost in all the math. I'm not the sharpest. I'm fine. Okay, so let's try to do this. Let's try to do this and connect all of this with cables, electricity hoses. So go from this one to here. That's kind of given. This is what needs to be done. So I would like to connect this one. Oh, okay. This is not bad. Let's see if I can do it from here. It's more or less the same thing, but that's fine. I will double up on these cables just because I would like to be a little bit more complicated. Yeah, let's go with complicated. What about the opposite direction? A little bit better. Okay, actually the same. Doesn't matter. So we have this one, we're gonna have this infrastructure in place, and then we have this one that is still not connected to our... So we have our steel mills still not connected to the power grid. This is steel mills. I think, let's face it, even I can understand that they're gonna need a lot of electricity. Maybe they won't. I mean, they're blast furnaces. They use coal for the production. I would like to confirm some other thing. I might have said the wrong thing in the chats yesterday. So, oh, sorry, in the video yesterday, that something regarding the steel production of these tiny steel plants, also known as BC's favorite steel plants, tiny ones. Okay, so what I wanted to say, that I said that this production of coal and iron over here is a little bit more than vanilla one. Let me for steel production. So we're gonna have this steel mill and we're gonna compare stats. This one has 400 tons of this and 200 tons of this, so it has half or 20 times more. Is it 20 times more? Let's confirm this. 1 second. So what we have here is the steel production of the vanilla steel mill. That's 200 tons of iron to create 43 tons of steel. So that is 5 times more iron. In this case, it would be on the right hand side. We have 5 times, would be more than 5 times this. But coal, it's supposed to be much more. It's supposed to be almost 10 times more coal. Well, it's not. So it's same 5 times. So technically, this tiny steel mill, extremely rough calculation from top of my head, has just a little bit less than 5 times more iron, while this one on the right hand side has exactly 5 times more iron. So it's a little bit more iron than vanilla, but significantly less coal. So we're gonna ignore it. Probably we should just ignore it. Ignore that I ever mentioned this. No, it's fine. We're gonna still be having our little industry over here, and it's gonna be nice. We have, I think I should start with electrification of some of our infrastructure around here. That will be nice as well. I was thinking of starting with the railroad electrification. I don't know if I want to leave it for now, because the amount of work they do here, it doesn't seem to be significant. And I don't really like that. Where is this train? This train is building all the way there. So what I'm gonna do now is create another semaphore over here. And this is gonna speed up our construction, because they have separate constructions happening at the same time. So this is actually good. I'm not saying this is much better, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it here, and straight away I'm gonna be connecting this one to our network, I think. Okay, no free excavators, that's fine. This would obviously be the best way to go. But what about this one? I would like this one to be... Oh, wow. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit more challenging. I'm thinking either this way or somewhere around here. Somewhere around here would be okay, at least in my book. It's a little bit spaghetti looking like thing, but you know, still could work. I'll leave it for now. I'll remove it. We'll consult this later. The only thing that is important now, I need to separate these construction offices so the trains can freely move from wherever they go to the construction sites, because while they're working on their construction, I don't want them to be blocked by the other train. Okay, power plant is being constructed. That's fine. That's nice. I'm all in on that. So small power plant initially hopefully will be enough. I didn't even check the... Wow, they're already done with the road. I didn't even check the storage of coal that they have there, but I'm 100% sure as soon as this is done that we're gonna have to have coal distribution. So I'm pretty sure that this coal distribution, well, it's working out now. You can see that we have 2 extra trucks over here already parked. We might have to dumper. We have a lot of dumper trucks here, so this is gonna be okay. A lot of trucks are on the way, and a lot of dumpers are on the way. You can see that we have a brick production, and I'm not happy with this small brick production. I have to say that not because it's tiny, it's just the storage amounts of coal they have, and storage and productivity. I don't even consider it to be a big deal. It's a little bit on the low side, that's all fine. It's just if we want to have proper supply nationwide of steel, bricks and prefab panels, we would have to have something bigger. So lesson learned there. I will straight away start with something a little bit bigger. We have a couple of brick factories. That being said, we might even, I don't think this would be a big no-no on my side. If we go for factory, we have this little brickworks. I have no idea what the hell that is. We might have something like this. How much do we even produce? That's more or less the same as the one that we have. And we have a small brick factory. This is something I was using a lot, and I consider this to be an interesting mod in my opinion. So I would definitely suggest this one, using this one. I think I had it in much bigger countries than we're gonna have here in Alaska, and it was working perfectly fine. So something like this is definitely optional for us. It definitely seems like a good idea. We can try to connect it here, it's perfectly fine, but also probably would be better to have it connected around here, just because we have a stable coal supply here. We will hopefully have a stable coal supply. Right, what about this? This is... I'm thinking about this setup. Oh right, we have already coal storage there. We can utilize some of the trucks here, so we can tell them to go here, so they will be loading. Why are they not loading stuff from here? Didn't I tell them to do that? let's do this. I thought I thought I told them to get. Am I looking at the right office? Yeah, they have everything, heating plant and all. Yeah, let's do this. So this is going to be loading and unloading 90%. This is only coal related, so I'm gonna limit the storage. I'm gonna go all in on. Oh right, no, don't limit this storage. So we're gonna go all in on coal, and hopefully this is gonna be. Well, we're gonna start stockpiling coal for our steel mills. And the iron, yeah, I was thinking like, oh, I probably should have an iron storage. Oh, this one is actually iron storage. I didn't even realize this. I thought it was just unloading, but this is perfect. This is perfect. It has 1,500 tons of iron here. We're gonna have huge coal storage here. Hopefully, our coal production is gonna manage. We will. All right, I know what the problem is. The problem is that we don't have. We didn't have this one connected because that's not operational. This one is the important part. And since we have all of this running right now, I think we should have a bus line here. I think we should have a second bus line coming here. Well, what's with this one? This one is a little bit on annoying side because it does nothing. One other thing I promised CTOM that I will be investigating, and I still didn't, is what happened to our people over here. So we mentioned that they can get cold. Why is this not assigned to anything? Obviously was because it's kind of finished almost, but fine. Statsovo General and General Office, I'm gonna go for both of those just to deliver this steel as soon as possible, just to have this finished. Gym is done over here. The capacity of this gym is quite small. That's why I'm hoping that this this thing here is not gonna take too that we're not gonna have enormous population over here, but we'll see how that's gonna work out. These buildings are much better than these buildings, I think much more realistic, and I think that most of you will agree that this was better way of doing things rather than these buildings, but for now I'm gonna leave it as it is. We have 5-story, and then this would be 8-story, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is interesting also how Americans and let's say Europeans or maybe even Americans and the rest of the world view things on the floors. They always ground floor is always in Europe I think they call it this ground floor, and in America it's the first floor. While the first floor is above ground floor in Europe. Extremely confusing. That's why we love each other so much. Right. So, what do you think about the floors? Who's right, who's wrong? I don't care. I'm kidding, of course. Anyway, I think this looks much better than our initial plan, and probably I'm gonna be moving all the people there. Heating plant should be working, but it's not because it's not connected to people. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move some of the people from here, and I might start correcting mistakes I made. With the houses here. So what I'm gonna do is put some people over here. They're gonna be in range of heating plant, and I'm gonna be clearing these wooden houses. So what about this one? Connectivity to the rest of the. Oh, it's practically out of range. It's gonna be tricky. Okay, but anyway, we have population over here, and they should be in range of going to heating plant to work, and most of our industrial area over here to work. Most, not all. We're still gonna have a big issue with the processing plant here. So we're gonna have to focus on that as well. We have this processing plant that needs to be connected to, well, obviously this building over here, and probably we should prioritize this over other ones, but it doesn't matter. Let them do the voodoo that they do so well. Okay, right. Iron Town. Oh, sorry. Investigating what we are missing here. Obviously, clothes are not thing that we're missing here. Electronics, we're not selling those. Food and meat are fine. They're consuming it, but in decent quantities. We have backlog of those. This is a small fire station, which probably even Mr. Stott said that I should definitely upgrade that back in a day. But for now, well, yeah, definitely I should upgrade it, but for now we're gonna keep it as it is. This school here, I'm worried that it's not gonna be connected to all of the buildings. Actually, I'm not worried. I know 100% that it's not gonna be connected. So this is something that we might have to push closer to there. But actually, you know what? I made mistakes. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, and this is what makes this game fun. Not really. But well, I will be pushing these people to live in these apartment buildings. That will clear a lot of space from the mistakes we made before here in these, well, mistakes, experiments with these wooden houses. So if I move them all here and then remove these buildings, we will have a little bit more space for finishing some of these projects. This seems like it's also going to be, let me guess, there's trucks delivering steel. No crane, no steel. And this one is going to pick up steel, but let's cancel this project straight away. So we're gonna have to put 2 new buildings around here. That would be a library and a school. So I'm gonna go with the cinema first. I will go and try to plonk a library around here. It looks perfectly fine that we should be able to do so, but unfortunately nature has different plans for us. It says no. Computer says no. There's a. This is for Chris Bremer. Probably just a funny little bit if he's watching the video. When I came to Ireland, I was told that I have to watch a certain British show that is kind of interesting and funny, and actually I do agree. Called Little Britain. they have nice bits, nice kids there. So it's a nice thing to watch. I watched it, and it's am I British now? I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Right, we'll see. My British passport application. I'm not applying to be a British citizen, so not yet, at least. I'm gonna have to wait for actually to live in Britain to try to apply that. Anyway, apply for that. Anyway, let's try to level a little bit more, because it looks like if we level this, it could be potentially possible to plonk this. Here we go. We had it for a second. Okay. Now, once you get this blueprints in, like once you get the possibility to plonk it, it's all fine. The second thing would be the school. A school is gonna require a little bit more space probably, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to place it a little bit closer, maybe even here on the other side of the kindergarten. It's gonna be closer to there, and if we decide to expand this residential areas around here, it's definitely really no teachers. We have teachers here. You have to. Right, fine. That's okay. We need to create a bus line also to Galask, because we're gonna need university-educated people or students going there to university. So that's gonna be a thing as well. Let's go for school first. I will be resettling more people, so we are not panicking here whatsoever. Gymnasium, 200 students. No, thank you. What is this? This is Škola. Looks nice. Capacity 24 workers. That's a lot for a small school. We have a small school. I think, yeah, this is the one. This is the one that we have already constructed here. Maybe. Why the hell not? Let's try with the same one. I'm not even sure. It could be that we can pull off something smaller. Mr. Robs has a lot of nice schools that don't have the road connection to them, which would be perfect for us. But also road connection is not necessary here. I mean, like, it's not a big no, because we have potentially road connection as well somewhere in this spaghetti of a network that we built here. So if we go for, wow, right, if we go for paths and then we go and remove the path, for example, this one is affecting this node here. So if we try to build a school, this one, we will be able to build it here. I'm not really sure if I want to go for this one. I'm gonna go for try to find a small school. We have 25, 20, 20, 30, 15, 3 people. Actually, this is, oh, this one doesn't have a lot of concrete. Oh, this is perfect. Mr. BC74SJ, is this approved? School with no concrete, gravel, boards, a little bit of steel and bricks. Perfect. 0 concrete. We bind those bricks with willpower, sheer willpower. Right, so we have 15 here. What's this one? This one, oh, it's a little bit on the big side. Big. We have small wooden one. I think that's fine. Let's go for the same one here. It's 5 professors. It's gonna be a small community over here. Hopefully this is gonna be fine. So if I go for this one and assign here the footpath office, probably Statsovo path office, just so people can be delivered here because it's a too short construction, this should work fine. Let's remove some of the buildings from the rest of it here. That's fine. So buildings, paths. And I'm gonna just try to make this look nicer. This is just, for fun. For fun, this is what we do here, for fun. Okay, so we have school being constructed, we have uneducated people being, well, actually we have some highly educated people as well, that's fine. We have some here, none here, that's fine. Hopefully this is gonna be built soon, so we're gonna have the school, but I would like to have a bus line, actually at least one bus line. Bustling line. Let's go for bus line, we're gonna go for buses. Polish buses. There we go. I think this is really cool. I'm gonna have. It looks like a school bus, and it is going to be a school bus. This is going to be a bus that only transports students. Maybe we can go for no workers. What is this? No passengers, and then children without education. Yeah, that's it. Only those. And then you're gonna go over here. But you're gonna be just unloading people. Here you're not gonna be unloading anybody. This is just a student. This is a school bus. There we go. We have a school bus that's gonna be transporting both uneducated people and basic education students. That means it's gonna be transporting both school kids and passengers. Actually, for now, leave it. So it's gonna be both transporting school kids and the university kids. So cheers, coffee time for me. If you want to support the channel, you can always buy me a coffee in the description of the video how to do that. I love coffee. Lovatsa is my... Oh, sweet lord, that's a lot of messages. What happened here? Global market, iron ore on the global market going down. Iron ore? Maybe. Well, we don't have a processing facility right now, so that's fine. Let's remove some of these messages and let's continue with this, and this. Nothing burned down. We have this big railroad construction calamity. It's enormous. Railroad is not progressing as fast as I would like to. Who knew? If you go further from the construction offices, the actual construction takes longer to be, finished. Okay, so what do we have here? We have statistics, 3,000 people living here, 1,550 workers. This is perfect. I will be, let's see, over 21s. Oh, right. I didn't address this in the last couple of episodes. We had one over 21 living with their parents. It could have been, I have no idea how you guys noticed that, but there was one, but I think it was just, he just turned 21 and before moving out. Or it was one of the outbacks, all the Americans that were left here after the partition of Alaska, or economical partition of Alaska. Some of the Americans left here, probably they had over 21s. They're still counted as Soviet citizens because it's under our economical jurisdiction. We count them as Soviet citizens even though they're not. Okay, let me just real quickly have a look at our railroad construction. From this height actually looks nice. Right, both of those trains are going in the right direction. The border crossing is gonna be done soon. Probably should start expanding this. We can do this later. We can do this at a later date. Okay, all of this is done. This is not working, but I'm gonna assume that this is not working because of the electricity missing here. So we need electricity for this to work, electricity to be built. We're gonna need to finish this one. We're gonna need to finish the cables here, which are actually almost done. We're gonna need to finish this one here, which is being constructed as well. It has vehicles on the way, and we're gonna have to finish well, this one here, which is gonna be done in seconds, because these cables, they just need a couple of workers to finish it. 19 days, one bus of people will finish this quite fast. We set this up so the electricity from the power plant is going here, but also it's going in the opposite direction where we already have electricity. So it's going to be both way. We will be able to use electricity imported here and both electricity produced. I will still probably continue importing electricity, just because I think I set the electricity way too many times. And also I forgot one more thing to put here. I wanted to connect this power plant with both our electricity supply for our railroad office, but also for the rest of the network, because I'm not really sure how much electricity we're gonna need here. We might need a lot. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna create a switch for our trains, and I'm gonna try to, I don't know, tell me if this is a stupid thing or not. I'm gonna be building this switch over here. Actually, it's probably better around here, like this, and then I'm gonna assign footpath office over here, right, and I'm gonna try to connect two power cables going from here over here and from here over here. Now the reasoning behind this is the more cables you connect to this, more electricity can be supplied here. There's a downside to this. Actually, I'm not really sure if it's how it works, but the downside would be that the electricity required for this railroad supply of electricity to the railroad might be used far away. Probably one cable would be enough to supply this region of railroads. Well, electricity required for electrical trains to operate here, one cable would be enough. And then we're gonna have issues elsewhere, because I think railroad cables work at the same way as power cables. The longer they go, less power they supply. Similar, at least that's what I think. Similar to how heat works as well. The longer the pipes are, the less heat you're gonna get on the other side. This looks like it's bollocks. This is in two pieces, or at least it's in two pieces. We should be able to build it as well. We're still not constructing this, and we don't have to construct this. Okay, this is done. This is done now. This is perfect. What I'm gonna do now is start on all of these buildings. The main path here is constructed. The main road, actually, this is gonna be the main town road. Let's go for several of those. And then let's go for this one here. Okay, perfect. This is, well, it's good enough. It's not perfect. What about this one? This one can be a thing. I'll leave this one for later. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should connect it straight away. Let's go like this, and then... Okay, obviously not like this. Let's go for... shorter. No, they don't like this. They don't like this, and let's do it like this. Okay, this is the best we can do. This is the best we can do, so just everybody will be well connected. Yeah, you know, in this town, everybody's well connected. We have fire station done. We have our clothing office, which is going to require one of the... Where's the other shop? How is the other shop progressing? This is wooden canteen. It has all the boards it needs. That's the only thing that we need for this building. Yes, that's the only thing we need. And... what is this? This is the... Wait a minute. I forgot what this is. Let them finish both. Oh, right, this is one of them is pub, one of them is shop. This is shop and this is pub. So as soon as this is finished, we're gonna be up. I'm gonna start supplying as soon as it's done. I don't want to do one of them and then not the other one. Also, I have a freezer truck with my name on it. I really want to get rid of because it's still waiting in the storage there for a while, with full of meat, not expired at all. Not expired at all. Okay, so we said that we need to build like 10-ish buildings like this over here. What I'm gonna do now is just continue planning for the rest of the residential buildings around here. They're gonna be, maybe we can go for a big one, because we are in the right direction here. We can, oh, look at this one. This one can be actually plonked in here. Let's try this. It's a big one at the end of town, maybe. Let's level this. Do we have enough levelers? We have some. We have some. I might not go for the biggest one because it looks like it's going to be out of place there, but I might go for a shorter one. So we have the big one here. We have a little bit shorter one. It looks like it's more fitting here, but maybe even more short. More short. Yes, that's the new word. So let's go for more short. And then try to plonk it as close as possible to the... Oh, come on. Don't fight me. Stop fighting me. Okay, it's progressing, it's progressing, it's going nice, it's going nice. Okay, now let's slowly move it towards the footpaths. It doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. We can always try to increase the height. Okay, this is definitely not increasing the height. This is going the opposite direction, which is in decreasing the height. Okay, let's go with this one more time this way, and probably just plonk this building in here, and that's it. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like this big building. I don't like it. Maybe this one. It's a bigger one, but it looks like we can do a lot more stuff with it. Maybe it's not really. Oh, this one is not bigger. Okay, let's go for two of these. It's not about the size of the boat, it's the motion in the ocean. This is what I keep telling myself, so let's go with this one. Okay, so let's go try to do this one and this one. This is just for the sake of, well, probably my sanity, but you know, this is a footpath so that's gonna connect our, let's say, our shopping district over here with the rest of the country. Let's go remove this one and have this one connected. Here I'm potentially gonna have more. Probably shouldn't have stopped with this one. That's fine. Let them construct this. This is going to be footpath office thing. Of course, there's a railroad here. Still, we don't have undergrounds and overpasses. But for this kind of small town, I don't even think I would be building those. So there we go. This is working out nicely. So this is fine. What is this again? This is a ambulance hospital. Okay, we need just workers to finish most of the projects over there. So that's fine. Okay, how we doing time-wise? 42 plus minutes. Let's see how we're doing in the rest of the country. Again, population here is just under 3,000 people. Everything else is growing like crazy. We have under 1,000 of little people, kids, little people from 7 to 21. That's gonna hit the market really, really fast. I have a feeling that we're gonna be having a little bit of an issue with living space because all of these houses centrally located. Let's do this. You and you. These two buildings, congratulations people, college educated people, everybody. You're living on frontier from now on. This is just few extra. All right. Why are they? Why this building wasn't full? Are they leaving or something? Electronics, culture, spirituality, pub, tavern. Everything else seems like they have. Yeah, electronics, you're not getting that. Pub, tavern, are we even constructing that one? Maybe not. Maybe we're not. Maybe we should. I think we should. I think everybody needs a good pub from time to time. Okay, let's go for a pub. We're gonna go here and we're gonna go and see pub. Pickled babushka. Wooden canteen. Ah, it needs a road access. Stupid alcohol needs to be delivered. But I think this is nice place for, you know, shopping district. So let's go and get the footpath office. Statsovo footpath office. That's fine. The population here 41, 48. That would be 89, and 65. That would be 154. And then we have 155, 190. So we have just under 200 people living here, and oh well, plus these of course. 20, 24, and 2. These two are suspicious. How are you still alive? How are you still here? What's happening here? It's a trap. No professors, nothing. They need to finish this. This road is finished. Path over here, still not finished. They do have everything. It's being finished. So school needs to be constructed. Statsovo, I will go to our general construction office and I will give him more work to do. This power plant is important. Education, education is important, but big muscles are importanter. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna manually assign a lot of these constructions over here just to engage a little bit, you know, mostly transporting of the... Come on. There we go. Mostly engage... Oh, is this one being finished? This one is being finished as well. But they might not finish it because it's 2 people, need 2 work days. Come on. Come on, water boy. Will you make it? Is you going to make it? Probably not. Okay, I'm not gonna cheer him on. Cheer them on. There's 2 of them. You need to stamp it. Stamp that gravel into the ground. Make that road. Shake it. Shake it. Okay, okay. There's more. Oh, there's more of nobody coming. Shake it more. Please don't go away. Finish this so we can assign this. It looks like it's done, but hell no, it's not done. Come on, chop it. Chop, chop. 2 people. 2 people. You can do it. 1 working day left. Go. Bang. Assign this one as well. Okay, so let me see. This one is the closest one to be finished, but the problem is they don't still have the prefab. Interesting. I thought prefabs would be already kind of delivered. I thought we have enough open hull trucks. Let me just quickly see what are we dealing with here. If I'm gonna be constructing these, prefab panel buildings, maybe I should have more open hull trucks over here. We have 2, but also we have excavators that need to be transported. Yeah, I think I answered my own question here straight away. So let's go for a couple of open hull trucks. Different? Something different? Did somebody say something different? Probably. Yeah, let's diversify this. We have this one here. This is Ural. Yeah, hell yeah. 2 Ural trucks. Can you transport something? Yeah, just small stuff. Škodas will transport the big stuff. You can see the Škodas are already working. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What about these guys? Footpath office, no space for vehicles. These guys here, they have space for vehicles, but do we need any? I'm not sure. We definitely need... What is this? This Gaz, is he able to carry this? I think we already tested this. That he can. So yeah, let's leave it as it is. Oh, it looks horrible. Okay, so let's see how everything's progressing. 47.5 minutes into this episode, and we have people actually working in heating plant. That's really nice to see. Walking distance is covered. We will have several more buildings connected, but I will be trying to create, because this might be a little bit tricky, footpath going through. Oh, right, okay. Not as tricky as initially thought, but let's try this. Too steep. You're freaking kidding me. You know what? It was better the initially how I wanted to build it. Definitely better than the second time around. So let's go this way. Let's go this way, and here we go. We have a big X. Actually, let's leave it like this. There's 3 different construction projects, and it's gonna be well connected to each other as well. Yeah, probably the best thing I could have done here, not to connect these buildings towards the road, because this is a slow road, and they're always gonna have to go on this gravel path here in order to get connected elsewhere. But this is how I started initially, and I didn't want to, you know, rebuild it. And I like how these don't fit together. We have 2 of the same buildings, then we have a tall one, then we got a fat one, and it just looks nice. I think I'm pretty happy how this turned out to be. This is probably gonna be more uniformed and probably not as nice looking as this, at least in my books. This is one of my favorite mods, and this is probably something that I'm probably gonna make the video about this as well, about these residential buildings. They're quite cool, and I think I'm gonna make a video about those. Okay, conveyor belt finished. This is what the hell is this? This is cool. Look how many cranes. You only need one. it has 4 cranes. It has 3 cranes and road crane. They're building the hell out of this place, and I blame Stats for this. Sorry, I blame BC74SJ for this. 1 second. Okay, let's see what we have here. Right. This is all done. All these footpaths should be constructed soon. This is going to be a little bit. There we go. A little bit of an issue. Well, it's going to take a while to construct. Right. How is the power plant progressing? Bottlenecks. Let's talk about the bottlenecks. Oh, let's talk about the nuclear energy. Probably next series that I make, I'm not going to talk about it. This is not even close to being done. But nuclear energy. I love nuclear energy. I think I'm going to explore more mods. Nuclear fuel reprocessing, fusion. There are some mods concerning that, but I don't know how realistic they are, and I don't think I will be going for fusion, even though big fan. But nuclear energy is something I'm really interested in real life, and especially in the game as well, and I'm really happy that we have that option there. Nuclear energy for the win. Okay, railroad is almost not really done. Border crossing is not doing good. Border crossing is not doing good, and I have a feeling that these guys are not helping that much. So I think this might have been a bad decision on my part, and I think I should probably stop them exporting this. It's gonna be a little bit clearer border crossing. And the second thing I still didn't start on would be the fuel storage. Fuel storage will get several of those trucks off the border, and especially if I still can't remember what the hell did I say that I wanted this to be. I wanted this, let's just this is going to be a border crossing, and let's just stop it for now. Industrial storage, no. This is the customs house. Customs house, don't unload anything, just import steel for now, but I think most of the steel problems could be resolved. So maybe I should just do both of these. Just don't do anything at the border at the moment, and we'll focus on that as soon as we clear the border crossings. Okay, right. So this is progressing nicely. Oil storage. Oil storage is something. So fields are kind of a fallback position for, well, it's actually basics of most of the industries, but also we should treat it as that, as basics. So I already did this once, and I'm not afraid of doing this one more time. Just removing some fields and plonking them elsewhere, and tractors and trucks will have to go a little bit further to collect all the crops, but this will definitely speed, well, it's gonna create all valuable space for our industries that we're gonna, well, hopefully have in the future, or that we need. So the plan is, if I need to, all these 3 fields can just be gone, or even on this side, it doesn't matter. We can expand our industries as we wish, and I don't have any problems just removing the fields. This is gonna create all the space that we need. The other thing is, I'm thinking about this now, this oil storage. So we have this fuel unloading. So let's go for a cargo station here, and I'm just going to see Mr. T. Mr. Toprus had a nice oil unloading station. That would be this one, Rail Liquids Unloading Station. This is something I would like to place, probably potentially even over here. Now the oil storage doesn't have to be close to this one, but what we need here is a road connection, because it needs to be constructed. So something like this might be appropriate.
Let's say something like this, and then I would like to have two different liquid storages. Well, we have the farm. It's called the farm, the tank farm. So small dual tanks, for example, this one, and looks like this one can fit on a dime. So we can probably even have it over here for our fuel and bitumen storage and distribution. I think this might be, it might be a little bit on a tight side. We can probably squeeze it in elsewhere as well. What I should probably start is this railroad planning for access to this area. Yeah, let's try this. I can always demolish it. It's not too expensive, and it has some concrete. Hopefully, it's gonna satisfy some people with our concrete needs. And footpath office, assign it to be finished, and then we would have the pipes are gonna be done fast. Pipes are fine. I'm not gonna connect the pipes. Pipes can be connected easily. What I want to do here is mud road. Mud road going. You know what? I think I'm going to start with this railroad first. So if I go for the railroad construction, if I go for a railroad construction over here and then try to, let's go with this one. And then let's go with something like, is this a thing? We said that this might be a thing. Maybe it's not going to be a, it's not going to be a useful thing. Maybe we're going to have to go for something like this. That's fine, because we can separate. We can treat this as two different railroads. Maybe we can go for maybe like this. Like this, and then let's go for this one like this, and the third one, well, I'm gonna have to plan for this one to be obviously in a separate, let's call it length range, because it's gonna have to be shorter in order to fit here. So something like this. This would be our access for fuel, construction materials, and, well, rest of the storage we have here. So this would be something like this. We're still missing meat, I want to say fat storage, meat storage, and some things like that. I think this is going to be fine. So what we can do now is, when this is done, when this oil storage is done, we can go and import big trucks, big oil trucks, import fuel and bitumen directly into this tank farm, and we can store it here. This railroad, oh right, I probably should have planned for this as well. Railroad fuel storage is alright, it has some kind of quirk here that, there we go. This railroad fuel store, this railroad station, it's not the most important thing in the world. This is going to be used later on for deliveries of fuel here from the big refinery that we're going to build sometimes in the future. But anyway, oh, it's 1968. In real life in Alaska, oil was found here, but maybe we're going to have news about that, but I think as the map goes, it's gonna be a while for us to actually tap into our own oil supplies. Okay, so this is progressing nicely. I'm thinking about these houses. I did resettle some people from here. Let's see, from here, I believe. They're settling it here as I can see it, and I think I should start on the new housing here, just to finish these two houses, just so we can keep up with the population expansion. There we go, and then we're gonna go for more residential buildings. I'm thinking maybe smaller. I'm thinking because they're a little bit better quality, maybe I can finish this neighborhood with a smaller houses around here. Maybe even less dense, so they can maybe even less dense, so you know, it's gonna be better quality. This one actually has the 78% quality, and we can go, maybe I can do it now. I think it's gonna be okay now. If I do it in the opposite direction and I place a couple of these houses, let's say right, let's say around probably here. Let me rotate that, sorry for the inconvenience. And probably no connections. This already has no connections, so that's fine. Feng Shui looks like it's working. So let's go for one and 2 and 3. Yeah, let's go for 4. I will be building in between them as well. This is a little bit, you know, upper class Soviets houses. So just a little bit. Maybe we're gonna have to change our plan here and put something. Well, let's call it bigger, maybe. But I'm not really sure if that's the case. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we have these paths that I have to do. That we have to do all the way like this. I will let them finish those first before we connect the houses, and that's about it. Okay, that's it. We're gonna end it here. This one is progressing nicely. All the concrete is not even close to being used. Okay, that's a lot of concrete. I don't know if this Republic can handle this much concrete requirement. But anyway, I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell ring, comment section, hit it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.